my teenage, homosexuality was something that absolutely no one spoke about.
You wouldn't even talk about it. It was like,
They called them fairies.
our quiz.
Or queers.
They were considered, well, like a person who was mentally insane.
Ralph was sick, a sickness that was not visible like smallpox, but no less dangerous and contagious, a sickness of the mind. You see, Ralph was a homosexual, a person who demands an intimate relationship with members of their own sex.
With the growing sexual openness of the last 40 years has come a willingness to accept some kinds of behavior, such as homosexuality, that were once taboo. But how much has really changed? We talked to a gay couple who have lived and worked together for 19 years and to young gay people at the University of Miami. And they told us how homosexuality has been perceived in different decades and where they turn for a sense of history.
In the gay community, we have to embrace older generations and go out and talk to them, what did you do before, so that we can learn that history from them directly. It's not something you learn at home, which most other ethnic backgrounds have. History is passed on through the family, and we have a different type of family in passing on our history and our stories.
In the 60s, as I was growing up, being gay was not acceptable. I kept it to myself because the message was, this is not a cool thing to be gay. You definitely did not come out of the closet.
But what's a guy supposed to do for sex?
There are always sexual and other influences that need to be controlled. There are lots of things to help you control them. You can develop whatever creative talents or interests you might have. Or let your natural feelings about sex develop unnaturally.
The correct thing to do was be straight, be with the girls, be one of the guys, rah, rah, rah kind of thing.
Oh, I'd enjoy going to the weenie roast very much. Unless you'd rather go bowling.
No, I'd rather go to the weenie roast.
All of my friends assumed that I was straight because I was very much involved with their straight life, which you really had to do in those days.
I'd like to meet my father. Dad?
As far as dating a girl and not having sex with her, there was nothing wrong with being a virgin then. So the cover-up of not having sex with the girlfriend was never a cover-up because it was an acceptable thing.
I'll take good care of her, Mrs. Ames. Bye.
Bye.
My family never brought up homosexuality. There was just nothing ever discussed.
When I told my parents I was gay, I called them on the telephone, and they were concerned for me for what I was going to face in society, for the challenges that I was going to face, that life wasn't going to be easy, and for the problems that I was going to have with society. And I told them, I said, I'm not going to have a problem with society. It's society who has the problem. But I think with parents, they grieve. I think they kind of have to grieve the child that they thought that they had. You know, for me, it was they were never going to have the big white wedding in the church with the town, you know, coming to see me to get married. And I think that parents need to go through that.
My mother cried a lot. She was really, she felt like I had died, you know. She kind of said that I was killing myself, and I don't think she meant literally. I think she meant figuratively and spiritually, which is another big concern. She's religious, so for her, she was very concerned about what was going to happen to me now. You know, will I go to heaven? These were, you know, major concerns of hers that you know we need to learn to deal with also.
Glory, glory, hallelujah. Anti-homosexual sentiments are nothing new, of course, with many people opposed to homosexuality citing the Bible.
God is very plain concerning these kinds of sins.
Back in the 70s, Florida orange juice spokeswoman Anita Bryant led a campaign to repeal a gay rights ordinance in South Florida in order to save our children.
In our campaign, we talk about the danger of the homosexual becoming a role model to our children.
I think the first time we were really confronted with the gay issue was with the Anita Bryant campaign, because we happened to be in the Catholic Church at that point. The priest that Sunday, just before the vote was taking place, got up in the pulpit and read this decree from the Catholic Church that homosexuals were sick people, they were ill, they were sinners to be converted.
The Orange Bowl Parade, Miami's gift to the nation, wholesome entertainment. But when they take to the streets, it's a parade of homosexuals.
The result of that campaign, it was devastating. It caught most of the gay, lesbian community off guard that they could take something as simple as a gay pride parade film and make it appear that we are all these monsters from hell that were going to prey on the young kids.
I want to tell you, we're dealing with a vile, a vicious, and a vulgar gang. They kill you as quick as look at you.
If anything, I think it probably honed us into the fact that it's time that we expose a clearer image on what a gay man, a lesbian woman is.
We've gone into mainstream now, and it's with the help of the media that we've done it, both in print, on film. It's gotten people to talk. It's gotten people to talk about what's going on, what's happening. You know, and movies are being themed after gay issues, and so it's really good. That's what I'm, most happy about.
I thought Philadelphia was a really great movie. It made a lot of headway in terms of getting the straight community to understand the fears and the pain that gay people go through, not just because of AIDS, but because they're discriminated against in everyday life.
So let's talk about what this case is really all about. The general public's hatred, our loathing, our fear of homosexuals.
I met Steve at my sister's wedding. I was
little
really
things like seeing two gay guys have dinner on TV shows that, we're just like everyone else. And then the younger gays and people that are just coming out, they have role models, they have things to look at. It's helped us all. I think it's a process. It's slow, and we're waiting for it, but it's starting to happen. It's happening. And that's what's exciting right now. The struggles then was just to breathe, to live, to be out there. And the older generation opened the doors for us. So now I think we're progressing and setting our sights on the next level, the next step.
I haven't been there yet.
That's the most important things, to go on about our daily lives, not be afraid to talk to people, socialize with people that live on our floor, and just, get to know everyone and educate.
The best thing that the oldest generation has shown us is that it's one day at a time and it's step by step. And the most effective change is when a foundation is built from within. That, for me, is what I've learned from the older generation.
Pleasure. Nice meeting you, Fabian.
To hear that there are gay couples that have been together for 20 years and they were coming up in a lot worse circumstances, that's really exciting because it kind of goes against things like my mother had told me, She says, you'll never make it. Now when it's a more positive attitude, there's more public support. It's just so nice. It's not impossible to imagine a gay couple now lasting for a really long time.
Really?